and it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your own terms. Alright, Monica, that's enough with the bear jokes. That's enough. We get it! You're a damn bear, okay? Hello, everybody. My name is Eric Trouble, and welcome back to another one. Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. So, we just found out that the headmaster, or the mastermind, is Kyoko's dad, Kyoko's father. We just found that out, and Chihiro alter ego saves me from my death. So that happened. A lot happened. A lot of confusing crap happened last episode if you didn't see it. But it was just back and forth. It was everywhere. So anyway, before we dive on in, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people, but together, this killing game began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so what's over here? Is that an airplane? How'd something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit? Do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room? That's right. That's right. She said she has that secret tool key that can open any lock in the school. Okay, do you have it, please? Okay, good. All right. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can't open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
Okay, then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Okay, let's do it. Let's get out of here. Hey, Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... Okay, cool. Didn't unlock. Yes, it opened.
Indeed.
Okay. And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Oh, finally, we're out of that garbage place. Finally. We were finally free, but there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief because the real fight had just begun. Okay, the start of chapter 6, which I also do believe is the last chapter, so we're close. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Alright. The ladder was impossibly long, I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped, I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down. Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen in that way. Then is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride.
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society, which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned. I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family creed, and we do what we must do to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. So that explains. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However,
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
what?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You wouldn't have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
There is something I want to say to him, though. What?
I...
No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Severe? Or sever? Sever? I don't know. I don't think it's severe, though. The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself about it. Apparently, he was extremely intelligent. He was in the line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented. He had a promising future.
However,
But he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died. And he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument. And young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative. And more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However,
But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really?
so...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However,
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. Ooh. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I had no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family too just cut him out like that?
wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. You know what? That is true. Kyoko is right. Blood and blood is not just what only makes a family. Like, yes, you're family, but that's not what only makes a family, you know? Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence, and after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. How long was that ladder? Were we all the way straight down to hell? Like, that was a long way. Okay. Looks like this, is it? On the other side of the door, Hope's Peak waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open with much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Okay. I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. Okay. So did we get out? Okay. I didn't know if we were done or not. So now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too, you helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So
then let's just get a concrete answer, huh?
in other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's?
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can run away. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry, what you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared? You said something like that before, what does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuru's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was... Right. If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little super uneasy about this, but we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Alright, let's go. Let's go.
Well now.
Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto is supposed to be dead. What he's doing here? That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do? If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but that is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko, do whatever you feel you have to. But before you do, let me just say one thing. If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that matters to you, right? Huh? I lose? You explain yourself? What do you mean by that?
Because...
Well, you set this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me?
In other words...
To kill me? I was supposed to be chosen as blackened as then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
However...
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting, because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
Right.
And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation, no more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However...
Oh? But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery, alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of being that could come to our aid even after you killed it.
Am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuru, you did. Oh?
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blacken is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you can't prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this? A comedy routine to make such bold claims without a shred of evidence?
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there is only ever one absolute truth. There you go, Kyoko. Tell the bear off. Tell the bear. Tell that bitch. That bear bitch. That bear bitch. Okay. Tell him off. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life. Feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts. And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey.
If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
Indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Oh? Of course you can say we're just making all this up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. Yep, there we go. If you want to earn our despair fair and square,
what we have to
then
do.
I suggest you take my advice. There you go, Kyoko. Tell him. Be the boss. Be the boss. Be his boss. So, what is this advice of yours?
it's true.
To do Makuru's trial over again. Oh? I mean, we need to settle this. We need... Okay. Well, I'm not a fan of going through the trial again, because the class trial, you know. But we need to finish this case. We need to figure out what happened to Mukuro. Just everything. We need answers. Only this time you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown, in other words. This would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuru's killer, of the mastermind themselves. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'd probably just execute me without another word. So, Monica, okay.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Barry, so we're back to the whole, alright. The bear jokes, Barry? Well, yeah.
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little, so time for bear jokes. I'm not really up to the bear jokes, but shoot as many bear jokes as you want. Now, what you've suggested might be possible, Paul. Bro, can you stop? It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
in other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your own terms. Alright, Monica, that's enough with the bear jokes. That's enough. We get it! You're a damn bear, okay? Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory? Oh my god.
Barely contain
Let's have one
myself.
final grisly showdown. He agreed? Then we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Oh shoot, I accidentally skipped. My fault. Sorry. So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that.
I can barely contain myself.
then that'll be enough to qualify, bro, as a victory for you.
It's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mercury's death and solve the mysteries of the school, then you win. But if you can't do all of that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When you've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. So what?
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement? You don't have to be suspicious. I've decided it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations, and having a trial for Mukuru is no exception to that. Huh? Mukuru's trial is no exception. Then it's a part of the regulations, which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuru. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go quiet all of a sudden? Monokuma? I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So, get lost, will ya? Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable. Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair. Ooh.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Alright. Yeah, we'll just leave Monokuma. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. Could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Alright. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Also, Makoto, thank Alter Ego. Thank Chihiro. Because if it wasn't for Alter Ego, you would have been dead. Your ass would have been jelly, okay? Jelly jam. And Monokuma would be eating you. So, like a damn sandwich, okay? Think Chihiro too, Alter Ego. Yeah, true. But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal, but honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so...
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because...
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. So when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
so...
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwave seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words...
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so...
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. As killing each other. They wanted to show the world.
It would seem...
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words...
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
Correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey.
The outside world has a name for the students of the Hope Speak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
That's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that. To try and prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would despise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words...
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored the rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
At the very
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of the regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following at their proper rules, to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. The attempt to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words...
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
However...
Your challenge? Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me. Another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
Wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. And essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd shown my uneasiness, that would have just made that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However...
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
Correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey.
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However...
Is that really possible? Huh?
Anyway...
Anyway, right now we have to go find the
Shall we
others.
go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Yes. Let's go. So that's right. So they have no idea I'm alive, right? Yeah, we must inform them that I'm alive. And suddenly we were greeted with Monokuma. You again? Okay, so is Monokuma glitched? Is Monokuma glitched? Like, is he broke? He's just, is he broken? That's what I was saying. I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. He's glitched. He's freaking glitched. He's glitched. Like, he's broke. He's broke. What the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah!
Is that
Yep.
Makoto?
I'm alive!
Guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
I'm alive!
Survived?
I survived.
You're like a
Because
stubborn little
of
cockroach,
alter
you know
ego.
that?
Wait, what? You're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know
I'm
that?
just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
I'm not a ghost, hero! Are we still on about that? Are we still on about that, hero? Everyone was there, all my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up. Aww.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the
It's
heck?
garbage. Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Yeah, I was in the garbage pit, so... Get away! Shoo, shoo! And in the flash, my tears dried up. Right. So...
Yo,
Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world.
you know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo? Cleo? No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? That's what I'm saying! Who is Miss Cleo? But anyway, Byakuya. I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize what it is you escaped execution? It was alter ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say they had their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you. Yeah. So what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again. And? No dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. But I am just thinking, Kyoko has room. It has a key, like a secret tool key, that unlocks all the school doors. All of it. So, we're going to be getting into locked rooms today, or sometime in this episode or next episode. I don't know. Then, where can we go to find new clues? To Kyoko, because she has keys.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
He's glitch. Explain. Explain what? But it is okay that you're here. That you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mercury's trial. Yep.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her. Hero? Hero. Don't make me go off on you again, okay? Because I can do it. I can do it. Alright? And you don't want that from me. So how about you sit your high ass after ass down. You sit it down. And shut up. Or you and I can be bros. And you can listen to Kyoko and I for once, alright? Shit. No, I didn't do it. Like, I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. It was a trap. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind. What? You're saying the mastermind killed Makuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Or contrived. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to spot it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did
You
you
spotted
say?
the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Black End, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Black End is to be executed. Right. That's right. And I wasn't the Black End, and somehow I was the one that was about to get executed. So that was some bullshit. But anyway, I know, it's a trap. Anyway, the mastermind broke their own rules, right? Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They did. They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said now it's the masterminds that's ensnared, that's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuru, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind. But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. That's right. That's right. Yep.
I hate you.
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I'm not surprised. Meanwhile, I want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible, right?
anyway,
He wants to get away from her. As to all of us. Like all of us. Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is, and how they killed Mukuru, and all the school's mysteries, it's a pretty fall friggin' order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and research and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can agree with the idea of working together with everyone. Or can't agree. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh? But why?
So in other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuru, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuru, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Havoc are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuru and get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them.
That's right.
One of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive, are the people standing right here. Need I continue or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that it's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all of that to confuse us. I'm confused again, so I don't know. Certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're in ultimate, right? The ultimate despair. So they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? What did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but...
I don't care how sneaky you are, we wouldn't have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right.
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Right, so I guess it's bedtime now.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but
There's gonna be another class trial?
at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode.
True ending.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit.
Okay, well then let's do it! Let's do it! Let's do it then, Monokuma. Let's
Then
do
we
it.
can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Let's solve these clues. Once and for all. Alright? How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms. I didn't know that word, y'all. The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of
At
my
this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Tagami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. Well then. After making this final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master, he didn't take me with him. He doesn't want you with him. Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream. Alright. You're totally useless. So bye. Bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto Hina and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a sec.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Alright. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
cause
But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. Oh, Sakura. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto. That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Alright. So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
So...
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
Then.
Well, I better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
Correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook, and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before. Makoto, no matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. Gotcha. I got you. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity, and solve the mystery of the school. And then we can all escape together. Okay, investigate. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Makoru's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with the knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe, which was the arrows, yes. The body was covered with the other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuru Ukusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with the Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor on the dorms where the gate was down before, that should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Although I couldn't bring myself to open it. Because it might explode, right? And that'll really suck, so you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. You know what? Yeah, I can agree with that. It did sound like she was okay with that. Okay, so I'll open it. Wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Alright, I'll... Go ahead, Hina. Okay, Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Alright, Hina. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Did it blow up? No, it didn't. Okay. Okay. Again, sketchy. Alright. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. This place is like a number one gross. It's in a whole different league of creepy. Okay, so what is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top though, like some kind of military installation or something. Oh. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit? Then could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just or whatever something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Hina, did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center? I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door. The room we were just in, that's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Alright, you do that. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Oh? Is that Monokuma? What do you want, Monokuma? Hey. Give me all your donuts. Is that you, Hina?
What?
What? Oh man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really say anything from in here.
Found it.
Guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Bad.
Aw, man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. So this is Hina controlling Monokuma. So that's where whoever's controlling Monokuma, which is the mastermind, I'm guessing. That's where they control Monokuma. Let's go back in. And let's let Hina know. Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma? What? For real? Yep, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take... Okay, we know. Then the mastermind Monokuma's puppeteer really is the 16th student. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Monokuma control room. What's wrong, Monokuma? I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something. I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So like, you want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. Oh? As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door, it just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why? Of course it's locked because the data center is now restricted. Oh, so we can't go back in there? We can't go back in there and like just double check on stuff? Monokuma? Hey, no fair, you can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Wait. I'm just now thinking. We didn't see anyone come in on our way out. Someone's hiding in the data room. When me and Hina were investigating the control panel, whatever, or data center, someone was hiding in there. Who was it? Someone was hiding in there, and as soon as Hina and I went out, they went out of their hiding spot, wherever it was, I don't know where, but they came out and locked the door, locked us out. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just sat and stopped moving. But anyway, now we know it's not Hina because Hina's right here, not controlling Monokuma at the control panel. So, it's not Hina, for one. Alright, good. Then that room.
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes. Indeed. You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. That's because they were hiding. We didn't check enough. We didn't check enough. We didn't check hard enough. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? No. Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way. The hatch on the floor? Oh! Too bad that was your one big chance. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. I even see that there. Jeez. Of course that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. No more investigating that room. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. So I'm guessing this goes with the other rooms too. He's gone, but was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? Must be. In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure. Then when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay, anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you've got me all motivated again.
You got it.
Okay, I'm out. See ya later. Hina took off at a full sprint, and I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. Alright, so let's go to the headmaster's room. I don't know where that's at. It's either on this floor or the 5th floor. It's this floor. Great, okay, good. Let's see what's in here. Oh, and of course Byakuya's in here. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this'll be my first time seeing it for myself. At Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Okay. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? Yes, I would. What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically insatious desk. Class number 78 student registry. It contains profiles for all of us and Mukuru.
So, in other words...
Apparently class number 8 refers to us. Wait, then we found Mukuru's profile in Kyoko's room.
I see.
That's right, it also mentioned class number 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. Huh. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers...
In other words...
There can be no doubt Mukuru was a student here at Hotespeak Academy. Just like the rest of us. Mukuru Ukusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumbled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Murkuru's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So in other words...
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Murkuru that we still didn't have. Oh. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? I mean, Byakuya. Byakuya. You all have to, like... You all explain... give out information at the class trial anyway at the last minute. So, I mean... I might as well just read it myself. It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I guess I can read it myself. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Murkuru reappeared suddenly, and in the background, an entity floats close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Murkuru definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. I need to pay attention to Murkuru's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Finra, when she entered Pote's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to other students, I will be forced to take all the reasonable measures. Murkuru was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Murkuru and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Murkuru? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Murkuru was capable of. They wouldn't have to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Murkuru was. What's wrong, Makoto, huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you would have never seen before? Oh, so that's what she looks like? Oh. A girl who seems to be included as part of our class number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. And it even lists her vitals, 31 to 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me like if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
No. You hopeless idiot, what I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say there's a chance the body isn't actually Murkuru? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Alright. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Fuck. Alright. Hold on. Whoops! Advice. Thank you. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along. She's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Why?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. Is it because he thinks she could be the mastermind too? Is that why? What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven, right? The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Okay. So let's leave. Was there a place up top? Oh wait, no, Biolab. Biolab. So where's the Biolab? That was on the 5th floor, right? Let's go to it. Okay, so it's all the way down here. There we go. And let's unlock that bitch. See what's in here. Okay. Well, here I am in the Biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Some kind of rare machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side, there's some kind of rare machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. Oh, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Oh. But does that mean this Biolab is actually a morgue? Is it? I should probably take a... Is it? So wait. So, the other people who died, are they stored in here? Are they stored in here? Okay. Wait a second. Okay. So I just figured out. Maybe... Okay, hold up. So the lights, right? There's dead bodies in there. The ones that has the blue lights on already has dead bodies in there. And the one that doesn't have the lights on are the ones that are still open for dead bodies for the future. So like, okay, so I counted this, right? So there's the 6 of us left. So why in the hell did I count 7 open morgues? See, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Somebody is not dead. Somebody didn't die. Whoever died that we saw got executed or killed by a killer or something by the Black End didn't die. So can we open the morgue? Can we open the morgue and see who's not dead and who's in there? There's some... So we're not gonna open the morgue. That would... So we can't open the morgue to see who's in there? So that way we can figure out who's still alive. That's what I'm thinking, you guys. And I'm thinking who's still alive is the mastermind, obviously. Because why would they just be alive without us knowing? I'm coming back to that. There's a stack of charts here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Yep. Huh? It's gone. Makuru's body. It's not here. It is not here. So where the hell? Maybe the body is inside the tool shed. I'd better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? I don't know, because the body's missing in a, in the morgue, so I don't know. But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's some other thing. The tarp. A tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. Okay. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before. Oh, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It came from the biolab. It says biolab. Then this originally came from the biolab? We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. Okay, let's go. Oh my god. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. Oh my god. What? This is... Oh my god. So we can go in that one. Ooh my god. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. Ooh. Okay, hold up. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't... Okay, there was not a hint. Let's see. Alright, let's go back. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see what... Oh, there's more. Okay. This is... Oh, it's the girls' bathroom. I can't go in there. Okay. How about the boys? Let's see if there's anything in there. Nothing in there. Okay. Gotcha! Alright. A door that has a giraffe on it? I don't know. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hopes Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have been used these lockers. Huh. Oh, there's one bolted. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. There's no way to get it open. There is a lot. There is a lot here. Oh my god. More bolted. Yep. There's one open. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms to the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean, well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader. And then, no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. What is this place? This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? A regret? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. So do we just investigate? This looks like a secret door. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. It looks like a secret passageway. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something? It looks like a secret door.
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze.
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space, does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not really enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all this paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Okay, well, the computer. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Yep.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However,
there's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
in other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name? Oh.
What?
Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hadn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it just to be sure?
Well...
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. Let's go ahead. Put in the password. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name, but if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
Hey.
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. Is it gonna work? I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense slightly, trembling, and as I finished typing it in. Did it work? It worked. What? That did it. Kyoko, it worked.
Why?
Kyoko. Oh my gosh. Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Let's go chase after her. Let's go see what's inside here. Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. The present. A present. Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, that one might have a bomb. Be careful, Makoto. Why do you think it's dangerous? It could be. No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it was, I think it is. At the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? What does she think it's in there? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Let's open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and took a hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... What? Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Oh? Whose bones is that? It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined? Who was that?
Let's see.
Just as I thought. Kyoko, what? So who do you think? Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there? Human bones. Well, it's not that I was thinking about specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. Her father? So her dad's dead? That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Those bones, that body, that's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants. Oh, man. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume.
In other words,
That most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties, but was that all there was to it? So what's this picture? This picture. Oh, that's Kyoko! That's Kyoko and her dad. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this picture up? Yep. Hey, Kyoko.
why would you?
This is annoying. I came here to get myself free of the past, and yet he kept that picture. So he had some kind of care for her. Still, to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
I wanted to face him and tell him myself to cut out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. It's an e-handbook, right? And it's labeled on it that says, in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words,
A handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority. The headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right.
seem-
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Oh, this one worked! Okay, wait. This one worked. Okay. We can open this one. We can open this one. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. There is a lot of stuff here. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. And dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible. I picked up one of the notebooks I saw, but the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro... Hero? This is Heroes? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? So, this brings back to my theory about them losing their memory. This brings it back. No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Oh, we can open this one too. Okay, now let's see what this one... Okay. I don't see anything that might be a oh, alright. So let's open this one. Looks like the locker open. Alright. Let's see what's inside. Oh my god. Okay. What about this one? Oh. This thing is... What's this? There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is, but there's some writing inside that could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. Just open the damn thing. It looks like a girl's handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really... Okay. I saw something familiar written there. What? There's a plan to turn Havoc Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in the communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corporated world to serve as the foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had said to me. Wait, is this Kyoko's? Wait, hold up. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. Is this Kyoko's? That must be Kyoko's. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko's, right? Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. If this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? Is it her locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. So there's something else. Oh!
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Okay, thank you.
For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
The gym. Okay, let's go. Hiro. Makoto, what? Why do you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he... I just did. Actually, I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Why is... Forget about Hiro. Let's just go in. Let's go in. Let's go in. Let's go in. Yeah, I know. It's Hiro, you know, like... Why does it look like I'm the only one here?
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. This? This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just... Okay, let's open it. Yeah, open it. What I found was a single photograph. Another photograph? Oh. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but... There's someone behind Sayaka. Yeah, the 16th Step Makuro. She's in here too. Huh. She's the only one I don't recognize. See, wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. Yeah, it's Makuro. But hold up. Let's see. Wait, oh, okay, so Hina, Chihiro, Junko, Byakuya. Wait. Okay, so why is Junko's face covered? Why is Junko's face covered? Taka has his arms saluting, right? But his arms covering Junko's. Why is her face only covered? Her face is the only one covered. I'm having my suspicion on Junko right now. I don't know. Well, I kind of know why. Because her face is covered. Her face is the only one covered. But something about Junko is not right to me. I don't know. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at the file. Yeah, Makuro's here. Then the scroll is... What? Why? Why is Makuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. Yep. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even... Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I'm not in the picture. Oh, he's not. I didn't notice that. I'm the only one not in there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. That's weird. Why am I not? Why is Makoto not in there? But I guess that makes sense. Why does it make sense? After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you gonna keep up this rambling of yours, Hamlet.
What are you gonna do?
You're kind of getting in the way standing there, you know.
Hmm.
So, I mean, get out. But I told you, I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. Okay. Group photo has been added to the truth bullets. Suspicious. I decided to visit the biolab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got there, what? Oh? Was her passed out again? Toko. Does she see blood? Oh, she opened it. She opened the thing. Oh, wait. It's cold. It's super cold. It's cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. Now we have to deal with Genocide Jill now. Genocide Jack, whatever. What? I was asleep? I bet you were standing there staring at me getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up? No. Okay, so why did you pass out? She opened the morgue, Makoto. We need to, like, see what she opened. I don't know, last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What do you do? Okay. Let's just skip her ass, okay? Let's just skip her. But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling?
Yes.
I assume so. I knew it. I totally... Okay. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, okay. Well, let's look at what she opened. Oops. That. The fridge, it's open. But I'm sure they were all shut tight. That must be why she passed out. Mm-hmm.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko? It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah, it's a morgue. Yeah.
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seeing what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear. I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when I saw the blood, the body inside, and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why is everything going to be so difficult with her?
Anyway,
we should close it up. Don't want to leave him. No. See whose it is.
listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Check to see who it is. How come? Because the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. That's right, Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by... Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow, and that's where I'll make my report. So, did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and the blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. Okay. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they are old? Huh?
Because
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply
However,
old. But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they're been there forever, like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
so then,
But what if Makoru herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very least,
I certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did had a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
what? If that's
Yep.
true,
That video is real too. Video.
Makoto,
I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
so
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto,
If you watch this, it'll... Okay. Oh,
So-
wow. I found it in that hidden room after you left.
anyway,
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it. Okay, I'll watch it. Right. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on screen. I stared into the black of the monitor. It must have only been a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Oh? Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she
Okay
was.
then, are you ready to begin?
What is this? The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man. Her father.
I do
Kyoko's
apologize,
father.
but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
So what is this? It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single
So
millimeter.
this video is
Right.
meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of their life in the school? I accept. What?
Thank you.
Thank you, and I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep
As
you
the
safe.
headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
Oh my god. As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up till now, but only this. I simply couldn't comprehend what I've heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? Huh. As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back onto the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. What? Oh, me? What I saw was me. And possibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before
so he's gonna ask me the same question.
I'll be recording our conversation.
If I accept living here in the school for the rest of my life. Oh my god. Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation, but I in the here and now had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes. And I said yes. This can't be real. I said yes.
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean,
maybe.
I don't have much of a choice, do we?
Oh my god.
I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you.
Maybe we're being forced to say yes. Or maybe we were like brainwashed. I don't know. But I promise that as long as you're in the school. Oh my
as
god.
the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Another video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Oh, the others. Yakia, Choco, Hina, everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in the school forever. And Kyoko, her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father, and when he asked her, oh my god. The monitor suddenly went black, huh? It wasn't just the monitor. Oh. Which, of course... What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Monokuma. Oopsie, looks like it broke. What? It just...
Too bad.
Now then, when does it matter? Failure can't strike anymore anytime. That's what failure is, right? Oh my god. Failure my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'll just be more of the same. He asked them the question and they all said yes. I couldn't help myself. I let a huge exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten.
Hey,
A convenient outcome, something that seemed too obvious to work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... So is the investigation done?
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end.
And
And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial.
so the final trial.
Everyone gather once again at you know where.
So this is the last trial, y'all. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna stop it right there. So, we're on to our final trial now. Our last one. So next episode, I think, will be the finale, I think. It should be anyway. Get ready, y'all. But, So Mokuru Ugasaba is dead. She is for sure dead. So we know that for sure. And Junko is looking suspicious to me because of that picture. So, I don't know. We'll find that out next episode. Next episode, I think, will be the ending, the finale. So keep a lookout for that. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and next episode will be coming out pretty soon. And make sure you guys have a great day today.